sad. Today's my last day in Oxford. It's not even a full day. I'm getting on a bus at 10:13 a.m. So Brooke and I are just gonna do breakfast. I'm gonna be going on a little walk, pack up, and then I'm getting a bus to Heathrow, and then a plane back to Chicago. And then my parents are gonna pick me up at the airport and we're gonna drive to Wisconsin for the final leg of my adventures. So if you've been following along with the vlogs, you know that it's been a crazy 10 days, 12 days I think. I'm really sad to be leaving Oxford and be leaving Brooke, but at the same time, this trip has run its course. It's been great. I'm excited to see my parents. I'm excited to wind down a little bit because then I start work next Tuesday. Hello. Did we?
I definitely weren't as yesterday.
Another day, another breakfast. Ending off the trip with a morning stroll through Christchurch Meadows because I'm going to be sitting on an airplane for 9 hours today and a bus for 2 hours, so a morning stroll was in order. Goodbye, Oxford. Security. It was a very interesting experience, so I'm glad I came so early because they first stopped me and had to pat down my foot, but the lady just kept asking me questions about my foot and like my shoe, not my foot. Then they flagged my liquids and had to do a special test on my sunscreen. Then they flagged my backpack because my applesauces are apparently liquid. So then I had to throw away all my shampoo because I'd rather keep the applesauce than the shampoo. And then I made it through security and got some Pret a Manger. And I'm sitting here and enjoying it because I have several hours before my flight. One of my favorite pastimes is looking at airport junk, and I have to say, a new level of looking at airport junk is unlocked every time you are in a different airport, especially in a different country, because the stuff in the London airport is very different than the stuff in O'Hare. I made it on the plane. Last row, but you see if it stays that way. We're supposed to leave in 20 minutes. This next segment is called Plane Ride with Caroline, which is mostly just taste tests of airplane food, starting with these sour cream and chive mini biscuits, which were quite good actually, and some English breakfast tea. For dinner, I had a rice and lentil dish. I think it was something Indian, but honestly, I don't remember what it was called. And this was fine. I had never had anything like it, and I would try to make it at home if I had a recipe and remembered the name. Then I had a roll. This was just bread. This is my face that I make when something is just bread, and I was expecting it to be bread. This plane ride flew by. I'm not sure why, because it was 9 hours, but I started off with some editing, probably did that for an hour or two, and then I watched the Hunger Games because the end of May, beginning of June is just Hunger Games season for me. I was all curled up in my blanket. It was the best. Had some more tea, which was also great, and then they came around with these baked cheese and onion chips, which I've never had. They were pretty good. Then they came around with pizza twists, which were also pretty good. But also, it's airplane food. We're not expecting a 5-star meal. Then we were almost to Chicago. I did some travel journaling. I also read a little bit on this plane ride, and I did show that. And then we were getting off the plane. I was so excited to be home and to see my parents. They picked me up, and it was such a sweet reunion. And then we drove the 2.5 hours to Wisconsin. I haven't slept, like, at all, like, not even a nap in the past 21 hours, and I'm so, like, dizzy. My parents gave me the free pass so I don't have to help unload the car, so I'm going to bed, and I'll see you in the morning.
I waited for you, hoping someday I'll look back on you, smiling, no change.
Good morning. Today is Friday, May 24th. I've made it to the final destination of this 2-week-long trip, and it is our family's cottage in Wisconsin, which has been a home to me since I was like 6 weeks old, or no, like 3 weeks old. So I'm very grateful to be here. It feels like I'm coming home because this place, my apartment, and my childhood home are the most home places to me. And so it's nice. This morning I went for a run, and it was just nice because I got here so late last night and I couldn't see anything. And so, you know, when you get to your destination and it's dark and then the next morning you can actually like see it. That was really nice. But I did wake up before 5 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. So I have been up. It's only 7:38, but I have been up for like 3 hours. So today, my aunt and uncle are also here. They're leaving today, but I think we're gonna go out to breakfast with them before they leave. And I think my dad and I are gonna go to the grocery store. And then other than that, I don't know what's going on because this is like my 3 days to rest, get over jet lag, and get back into the swing of things before starting work on Tuesday.
Can I get some drinks? I will onion sausage and
The boat's getting delivered. It's like really raining here and thundering and everything. So I'm happy that it's a nice rest day inside and I'm just working on editing vlogs and uploading them, and I want to do some baking and maybe read and hang out and not do much of anything because I've had 2 weeks of doing a lot of everything.
One of those things you'll
Or even like maybe do a white film on top of it instead of an orange one and then use blue text. Insert tab, shapes and icons. Oh, that's good. I'm making focaccia, and it says to use lukewarm water, which is made by combining a half cup boiling water with a half cup cold water. Can't I just make lukewarm water with regular lukewarm water?
Probably. I mean, you're just meeting in the middle.
Yeah.
Those words in italics too. Montserrat and then sand.
Okay, this recipe was surprisingly easy, so hopefully it works as well as it was easy. In the fridge.
And
Let's see. It says, place in the refrigerator immediately for at least 12 hours or for as long as 3 days. Wait, I'm definitely not doing 3 hours. See notes above if you need to skip overnight rise. Yeah, I do. Oh, do it at room temperature. Taking it out of the fridge. Rise 1.5 to 2 hours. It smells quite nice.
it has a blue one.
Okay, I'm trying the buttermint, no, the tea and biscuits tea from England. It just tastes like black tea
It sounds like something the Queen would have.
with a little bit of a sweeter note. Yeah, I don't want to steep that for too long, but it's good. I just don't want the black tea to be overpowering.
Do you think it would be good to put in? Good care of you. But what I'm worried about is
If you've been following along with the Europe vlogs and you saw the full Oxford vlog, you'll know that I lost my lens cap to my camera. I only lost 3 things so far on this 2-week trip, but one of them was the cap to my camera. So I have been using a sock that I found in the Hartford College Abingdon House laundry room and a hair tie to protect the lens cover when I've been traveling. And I mean, it's worked fine, but I wanted to order a new one right away and I had it delivered here. I literally ordered it yesterday morning in Oxford and it's already here, which makes me so happy because I can protect my camera now without a janky fix. Do-do-do. Here, let's hope it fits. It does. Praise the Lord. I'm so happy about this. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog here. There will be one more vlog of this 2-week travel adventure series, and it will just be a Wisconsin vlog of chilling, of hanging out with my family, maybe going water skiing. We'll see if that happens. It's kind of chilly though, so maybe not. But just general, the end of this trip. I'm not feeling super jet lagged, which is great. We'll see how I do tonight, but maybe jet lag just doesn't affect me because I wasn't super jet lagged going to Europe either. So that's a blessing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying following along with all the travel vlogs. If you are, make sure you subscribe, comment on this video, and I will see you in the next one.